is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Burrow on play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready.
And that's caught inside the 30.
It's saying they pay you.
Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point.
And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins.
He's at the 50.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
This will be caught by Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Burrow on first down. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone down.
And it's a fumble. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. It got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Fournette running out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Leonard Fournette
with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. The lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff to Fournette. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shit. No. Get it, you got it. Check 3, check 3.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. 7 yards to pick up there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is off off in your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
First down and more for Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 4.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, middle.
Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Check 43. Yeah. Mike 51. Hey, Chuck. It's me and you. It's just me and you.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's It's incomplete. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
They have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They're running it. Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Burrow.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I know he went
chance to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Dumps it off to Fournette. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, somewhat.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 11 mighty. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. After the interception, here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.